We're at the playing venue here in central London in Holborn. It's just a short walk away from Covent Garden. You can see typical autumn weather, sun shining, but you can feel it's getting a little bit colder. However, on the chessboard, things are really heating up. After 7 games, 7 draws, one senses the tension increasing. There were no jokes at the last press conference. A new opening appeared on the board. Carlsen played the notorious Sicilian Sveshnikov, named after the Russian Grandmaster Yevgeny Sveshnikov, and has a reputation of leading to wild positions. And that's exactly what happened. Carlsen threw his pawns forward in front of his king to start an attack. Caruana countered in the centre with a pawn sacrifice. Carlsen's king was exposed, and the situation was critical. But at this moment, Caruana hesitated, quite uncharacteristically. Instead of pressing forward, he played a mild pawn move, and Carlsen was able to defend with his queen. An endgame arose, and a draw.
And what's your overriding emotion at this moment? But let's start with Fabiano. What's the main emotion you're feeling after this game?
Some minor disappointment, because I thought I at some point have a very promising position, but I didn't quite see exactly which moment I had something very good. I mean, I assumed there were more dangerous options along the way.
Magnus, what's your main feeling after the game?
No, a bit of relief, obviously, since this was a tough game, and he was the one who had all the chances. So I'm happy to have survived it for sure.
Disappointment for Fabiano Caruana, relief for Magnus Carlsen. Up to a certain point, Caruana played extremely well. Let me take you through the critical moments in this game. So he sacrificed a pawn with c5. This is excellent, exploiting his queenside pawn majority. Now, Black can't take straight away because the bishop can take the knight. So first of all, Carlsen had to exchange off knight for bishop. He really has to take that pawn. And now rook into the middle, supporting this dangerous pawn. And this is such a promising position for white, because this bishop strikes across Black's king, and perhaps in combination with the queen, this could be absolutely deadly. Black would very much like to put the pawn back here, but Magnus threw those pawns forward earlier on, trying to attack White's king, but White's central push is incredibly strong. So the pawn advance is threatened. So Black has to blockade. So this is the game continuation. And here we were amazed that Caruana put the brakes on with pawn here, hesitating for a moment. He had 2 alternatives that really kept his initiative going. One is simply to put the knight back here, just putting pressure on the bishop that ties the queen down to defending the bishop, and then White can try to attack on the king's side. Magnus thought afterwards that this would give him at least some counterplay, some complications. In fact, in this position, White can allow that pawn to advance. Black's pawn checks here. The king hides in front of that pawn. Black can't attack anymore. And then it'll be White's turn to attack on the king's side, perhaps taking here, perhaps taking here. And it's that bishop, which is so deadly. So that's one possibility that White has. And there's another possibility in this position. Instead of pawn to h3 or knight c4, White can also play queen h5. And the players looked at this after the game and, well, they thought there might be some kind of defense for Black. But, well, this is also incredibly strong after this. And now queen h6 is possible and queen h3 is possible. And there's a very nice trick here. So, of course, the queen perhaps wants to dive in here at some moment. If bishop here, then we can play pawn here. That's a very strange move. And if black captures en passant, then of course white can play rook takes bishop. And otherwise, if the bishop comes here, then the queen dives back down. And, well, there are, apart from threatening mate, there are some loose points in black's position. Check here threatened, winning the bishop. Mate threatened, obviously. This looks very dubious for black indeed. So, missed opportunity for Fabiano Caruana. And after 8 games here at the World Championship, we've had 8 draws. But these last few games, mistakes have been creeping in to the games. So let's see what happens. 4 to go.